Moving right along. He says to Timothy, bring me the coat. Yeah. He says to Timothy, bring me the coat. Bring me the coat. Bring me the coat. Now, it's not deep. It's not deep. You don't need a degree to understand this. He says, bring me the coat because he's cold. Let church say amen. No, sometimes it really is just that simple. Sometimes life really is just that simple. Sometimes I need a coat because I'm cold. Timothy, when you come, bring me the coat. Notice it now. He is a genius. His mind is illuminating. He is a scholar. He is a teacher. He is an apostle. In one instance, he's a miracle worker. He hears from God. He says himself that he had even gone to the third heaven. But in the Roman jail, he was still cold. Because you can be saved and sanctified and in the church your whole life. You can be a deacon and a preacher and a choir member and a trustee. You can be a CEO, a CFO. You ain't gonna say nothing, huh? You can have all the O's behind your name you want to have, but everybody gets cold. Everybody gets cold. Let church say amen. Everybody gets cold. And what I like about Paul in this text is that he's not so big that he can't admit when he's cold. He's not so holy and so religious and so important that he cannot admit when he's cold. I'm wondering this morning, have you begun to believe your news clippings? Have you begun to believe that you're no longer human? Have you begun to believe that the things you've amassed in life and your accomplishments have stripped you of your humanity? No, my beloved, you still a man and still a woman. If you don't wash, you stink. If you get sick, you die. Am I right about it? We stutter and stammer and stink and fall, fragile, falling, fickle creatures who cannot lift ourselves beyond ourselves. When we're cold, the cold drives us in. When we're hot, the heat drives us out. We can't even master forces the mastodon conquered ages ago. We are but human beings, but we are so beautifully human, so intricately woven, so uniquely put together. We are a little lower than the angels, but just a little bit higher than the beasts. We exist in a place where there is within us presence, and there is past, and there is future. We are beautifully, wonderfully human beings, and we are somehow in the midst of our complex humanity. We are the apple of God's eye. We are written in the palm of his hand. We are human, and we are wonderfully human, and don't you ever let anything that you achieve cause you to deny the truth of your humanity. You are not always right. Some of y'all looking at me funny. No, you're not always right. And you're not always wonderful. And you don't always have the answer. You make mistakes as I do, and you fail as I do, and you fall as I do, and you cry as I do, and you get cold. And Paul says to Timothy, bring me the coat. I'm cold. Today we mourn for all the men and women who do not know what it is to be honest, who have lost the capacity for authenticity, and who live in cycles, endless and bitter cycles of self-delusion, propping themselves up upon the back of a world that never existed in the first place. We mourn for those who do not know what it is to sit alone with a friend and simply say to a friend, please don't leave because tonight I'm cold. Who lose their jobs and are able to say to someone, but I'm cold. We mourn for all the women who do not know what it is to walk around the house without makeup. Who have to be always on your best, always have it put together, who don't know what it is to wake up in the morning and say, look, this is who I am. Be authentic, be real, be original, be great, be more than this, be alive, be excited about this, be engaged, be transcendent, be contextual, be involved, be dispassionate, and then be passionate after dispassion has passed over. But be who and what you are when you are, without the need to compromise or explain it or make other people feel comfortable about it, but be honest about it. This is what I'm called. Tell you something. You have somebody in your life who can only be close to you when you're warm, then you need to let them go. Because people who can't handle you when you're cold don't deserve you when you're warm. People who can't stand with you when you're down don't deserve you when you're up.